Banana. Libra has come out, Facebook's cryptocurrency. So, at least the information about it. It's going to be published in 2020, but finally, there's been some announcements. My name is Michael Kubera. Let's discuss Facebook's crypto. Well, it's based on blockchain and it's sort of decentralized, so I guess it fits in with the cut, and that's fine. We're getting publicity. Did you notice that? There's no more braces anymore. Woo! It is hot. And I decided I'm going to film in my car because I can't film in the house. I can't work in the house. Tinnitus sucks. It's sucking all the life out of me. But Libra came out and I thought, you know what? I've been reading about this for forever now. I've been excited about this because last time we discussed this, we realized, well, if Facebook, one of the largest platforms, one of the largest internet companies of the planet, comes out with cryptocurrencies, that's going to be a lot of publicity, regardless of whether it's a bear market, bull market. You have over 1 billion users on Facebook. But then it's not just Facebook. You have to realize it's also Instagram, and that was an obvious one, but WhatsApp too. Now, Instagram won't be featured, at least for now, into the Libra payment system, but WhatsApp will be. So I'm saying it's probably going to be like a WeChat, the Chinese application version where you're able to pay with it through the application, and that's great. But also they will have their own standalone wallet app, which will be named Code Libra. And there's currently 27 companies that are working with Facebook, but when it launches in 2020, we should have over 100. And by then, at that point, at least what was known from interviews with some of the main executives behind this program, there should be a bank or at least a couple of big banks involved, and there should be some actual companies. Not that Spotify isn't a company, or Fandango, or Uber, or Lyft, and it's interesting seeing those guys get involved. But all these companies that are involved, all the 27 currently, they've invested $10 million or more into this, and they have a vote. So it's sort of decentralized, where Facebook doesn't necessarily have the control that we thought that they would have, right? And that was an interesting question because a lot of people know Facebook and privacy, well, those don't go too well together because they've been involved in some scandals in the past, and Mark Zuckerberg's had to appear in court, and yeah, they've been known for data breaches and selling data, and well, obviously the government knows everything about you thanks to Facebook and Instagram. But Facebook only has one vote in this decentralized Libra system. So what's going on is Facebook doesn't have all the power. Spotify could vote against it. Uber could vote against it. You saw Andreessen Horowitz. He's involved in this as well. So what's going on is you have a lot of crypto users and a lot of non-crypto familiar people with Facebook that suddenly might hear about it. And if they don't, if they're living under the rock, and that's fine, whatever. By 2020, we're expecting big things with the Bitcoin halving. And by then, once the Libra system is out, you might have, hundreds of millions of people who suddenly might be interested in this. It all depends on how the infrastructure will work. But here is some of the details about it. Okay, hopefully this doesn't fall. This is a really bad idea, holding it up on the steering wheel, but Libra could be classed as a security. This is very interesting because it will be underpinned by a basket of currencies and assets, but this would be an anathema to Facebook and its partners. It would bring with it a whole heap of regulatory requirements and scrutiny, particularly in the US and Europe. Yeah, that's a lot of legal fees, and taxes would be affected, and we're not really sure how this would play out next year. The question of whether digital coins are security rather than vouchers to be exchanged within a limited community is determined by a Supreme Court evaluation dating back to 1946 called the Howey test, which analyzes whether investors are purchasing some kind of promise with an expectation of profit. So that's one big question, whether this is going to be a security or whether it's going to be a utility token. Another question that's going to be involved with Libra is, will the existing infrastructure and rules that are in place to protect investors, will those apply for this Facebook coin, or will new regulation need to be applied? The cryptocurrency market currently lacks a clear regulatory framework to provide strong protections for investors, consumers, and the economy. Until now, regulators have shied away from creating new rules for crypto assets, arguing that existing consumer protection rules or securities laws can be applied if necessary, but the size of Facebook and the scale of its ambition may be the catalyst for new rules. Another question, what is the balance between risk and opportunity with Libra? Policymakers have been careful to calibrate their responses to Facebook Facebook claims that Libra will help the 1.7 billion unbanked transaction costs and shake up traditional financial services. There's always the potential that when a company this big introduces something new, that it could quickly become something that central banks should keep a close eye on. The impact of stablecoins on financial stability will be assessed by the G7 summit, which the first report should be due in about a month. Will it be used for financial crime? Just as crypto is definitely used for financial crime. And this question can also go back to, will a dollar or will a euro or will any form of currency, gold, will a Starbucks shake be used for purchasing illicit assets? Sure, yeah, you could buy anything as long as you find the illegal stuff that you're trying to buy and somebody who's willing to buy it from you for whatever you're going to give them for it. So whether it's crypto or $100 or 100 milkshakes, you could give a Starbucks gift card. And yes, oh no, the big question, will Starbucks be used? Well, obviously the majority of people are going to be using it respectfully, legally, and they're not going to be trying to hide their taxes through it. We're going to have a couple of people here and there, and that's going to happen with whatever is out there. So I'm not even going to go into that question, you know. But now, the moment you have been all waiting for, the actual details about Libra. Other companies that have invested are Visa and PayPal and MasterCard. Of course, those are the card providers and the online banking service. We have Iliad. I'm not sure what that is. We have PayU, which is more familiar. You know, if you're living in Europe, that's a pretty nice system. So that goes along with Bleak codes. You have Stripe, also another payment system. You got Lyft, Uber. You got eBay. You got Farfetch. Farfetch is like designer, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all that stuff, but they're reselling. You got Vodafone. You got Kiva. I'm not sure what that is. You got Spotify. You got Coinbase on the team. You got a couple venture capital firms other than Anderson. You got Thrive Capital and Ribbit Capital and a couple other ones. So you got some pretty large players here. It's a multi-billion-dollar project, which already is throwing in some steam for cryptocurrencies. They're under $300 billion, but at their maximum, they were approaching $1 trillion. And people are saying that with the next Bitcoin halving, and with this, and with other events going on, by 2020, there could be another big bull run, or it could hit finally that $1 trillion mark. And once it goes past that, it's kind of like when Bitcoin went past 10,000, it just boom. And then, you know, it's probably going to get cyclical again. But people might trust this coin more than Bitcoin. And of course, there's going to be both sides to it, where the people from Bitcoin are going to say, well, how can we trust Facebook? Sure, they're using blockchain technology. Sure, they want to be decentralized, but privacy. And the government's going to be involved with this, and that goes against what crypto is all about. The Association for Voting Rights for Libra, it's going to be called the Libra Association, will be based in Geneva, and officially will take up its post this week overseeing the rollout of Libra. Facebook hopes to have 100 association members by the 2020 launch. How Libra will work. Facebook's new subsidiary, Calibra, will build a wallet application for people to use Libra. Other companies will be able to build similar application other than the standalone Calibra app. A button on WhatsApp and Messenger will allow users to send Libra in their message threads, the same way they send GIFs or emojis. So that makes sense. It's easy. Boom, you're able to spend money. To get Libra, users will need to transfer the money through their bank or go to a local money exchange to trade local currency for it. And for a user to spend the money their friends sent over Messenger without first depositing it back into their bank account will require, say, their favorite clothing store to accept Libra as payment too. Though Facebook's large user base will give the cryptocurrency broad exposure initially, the effort's success will depend on consumers being able to do more than just use Libra on Facebook's platforms. So it's going to have to expand rapidly. Libra will be backed one by one, unlike Bitcoin and unlike other cryptocurrencies, by a bundle of financial assets. Unlike Tether, that's for sure. They're likely going to include bank deposits and short-term government securities from the U.S. Treasury. This will help it avoid the volatility that has plagued other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. People don't want to transact a cryptocurrency that's not price stabilized. They don't want to make payments into a currency that could go way up, and they don't want to earn in something that could go way down. Amid rumors of the company's cryptocurrency plans, the U.S. Senate Banking Committee last month wrote a letter to Zuckerberg asking how the company would protect users' financial data. Facebook said it received the letter as it addressing and is addressing the senator's question. First part, Facebook said users' financial data will be handled solely by Libra and not be shared with Facebook or paired with users' social data. So it's going to be under blockchain technology. All the data should be decentralized, and you'll be able to see if someone breaks into the data. Just how someone can't steal your Bitcoin, they probably won't be able to steal your data, depending on how it's set up. Even though Facebook won't solely control Libra, some in the industry worry that the project isn't in the spirit of the larger cryptocurrency sector. With regards to international exposure, it's a positive, but that may be where the positives end. With Facebook one of the biggest hoarders of personal data on the planet, there's a complete contradiction of what cryptocurrencies are meant to be. No one entity should hold the power. So Libra's hope is that the 1.7 billion users out there that don't have bank accounts will get interested with Libra. They want you to be able to purchase it in stores or exchange your money for it. That's going to be a big hurdle to get through, but it could be a fantastic way for non-cryptocurrency users to suddenly get involved with it. Whether it's a success or not, at the end of the day, what matters is that Facebook's finally getting involved in this. They're putting some positive exposure, while last year there was negative exposure, and we now know why, over them banning ICO advertisements and cryptocurrency, stuff like that. The thing is, they were just setting up their plans for this. What do you guys think about Libra and Calibra? Will you be using it? And do you think it's going to have positive exposure for the rest of the cryptocurrency community? Do you think it will affect Bitcoin in a great way? It's going to be price stabilized, so there's probably not going to be much ways you can really make money off of it, other than investing into Facebook stock, where I'm not sure how that's doing. I know there's better stocks to invest in than Facebook. Amazon's a great one, but again, I'm not sure how that's doing. Anyways, getting off topic here. So that's that. Oh my God, I was so excited that there was a tinnitus article that came out recently, but I'm going to discuss that on the other channel. And supposedly there's a new method of trying to cure tinnitus, and it's because scientists have been looking at it in a little bit of a different way. It's happening because of inflammation, neuroinflammation, instead of some memory problems or whatever. And if that's the case, they might have found a protein that is able to cure it inside of rats, which might work inside of humans. Before we find out whether that works for humans or not, it's probably going to be 10 years. But oh my goodness, I'm excited. Lad Bible posted about it, and I know that's not the most credible source, but what was actually the real source behind it, the University of Arizona. Yes, they've been doing some research behind it, and it seems pretty decent. There's no cure for tinnitus yet. There's no treatments that actually work for tinnitus, but there might be a treatment coming out soon that might just lower volume for some people. It's called linear neuromodulation. It's coming out very, very soon. Now, just because it comes out doesn't mean you're going to get it, because you also have to be approved for it, and then you have to go through their doctors, and you have to get an appointment first. And people have appointments all the way up till like November. I still didn't get a call, but I've been given a little bit of hope. Today's been a really bad day, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to film in the car, and we're just going to do it this way from now on. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike Kubera. I really do apologize that I can't be uploading every single day. I can't be doing the whole crypto thing as I used to. Trust me, I would love to go full out, go for the millions of dollars right now, but it's so difficult with T. But I'm not going to let you down. Anyways, I'm excited about Facebook. This is awesome stuff. And have a great day, guys. Bye. Protect your ears and protect your crypto and your money, because you never know how hard life can kick your butt. So, bye.